Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Welcome to Becoming Bobby, where we take on the career of the legend Sir Bobby Robson and we try to emulate his success. But before we get into what we're going to do, let's take a look at Sir Bobby's career. And we head to the oracle that is Wikipedia to tell us about Sir Bobby Robson's life and career. And sadly, he died back in 2009, way too soon from cancer. But he had a very illustrious career, 583 games across 3 clubs, Fulham, West Brom and the Vancouver Royal Canadians, who are no longer in existence, you may be surprised to know. 133 goals. He was an inside forward. We don't really use those anymore, but he was a prolific goal scorer. But we are looking at his managerial career, of course. Which started over in Vancouver, didn't last very long. Fulham, same thing, didn't really last very long. So we're going to start our career at Ipswich Town. Obviously now back in the Premier League. That is our first objective, to keep them in the Premier League. And then we'll move on to what Sir Bobby achieved with Ipswich. And in his 11 years at Ipswich Town, he won 3 trophies. He won the FA Cup, he won the UEFA Cup and the Texaco Cup as well. Obviously that is no longer in existence, so we'll take a look at the other 2. It's very much doable for us to do that, and then we will move on. Now, the England job, famous Italia 90, when it all ended for Sir Bobby. We will try and deal with that. PSV Eindhoven, easy enough to go and do that. Sporting Lisbon, Porto, Barcelona, where he had an okay time, did really well, but then it all kind of fell apart for him. PSV, he went back there again before he finished his managerial career at Newcastle United, and obviously they've been in the news this week. So let's take a look at Ipswich Town. So we are at the 18th of January 2024 now. Sir Bobby Robson took charge of Ipswich on the 18th of January 1969. Man hadn't quite landed on the moon yet. So here is their current position, 19th in the table. Kieran McKenna still very much in charge, but it hasn't exactly been going well, as at the moment they find themselves second from bottom. That's deja vu, isn't it? After 20 games, 2 wins in that time, 5 points from safety. Nottingham Forest at bottom of the table, by the way. That is not a reflection of real life, because Tottenham are 3rd. Sorry, had to get that in there. So we will see what we can do with Ipswich, but first of all we need to take control. The flashbulbs, the flashbulbs, the flashbulbs. We are now in charge of Ipswich Town. Eyebrows were raised. Yeah, they really would be. An inexperienced manager taking over a Premier League side. But hey, we'll give it a go. And as always, we need to start with the club vision. So don't sign players over the age of 30. I mean, I know they're looking for a younger team, but that seems a bit weird given you want to try and survive in the Premier League, work within a wage budget, grow the club's reputation, minimum 3 years for first team players, attempt to avoid relegation. I think that is the biggest thing. We need to avoid relegation for this to work. Perfectly honest. Be competitive in the FA Cup. I don't think we're going to win the FA Cup this year, but it's probably something we can look at further down the line, and be competitive in the EFL Cup. I think we are already out of it. Tactics wise, I think we're probably going to go 4-2-3-1. That seems to be the route forward. They've got a lot of attacking players, they've got a lot of wide players, so playing 4-3-3 would take the attacking midfielder out, definitely. So yeah, 4-2-3-1, definitely. It's a tried and tested formula for me as well, so it works pretty well. And then we move on to the squad itself. Now this is the updated version, thanks to FM Scout for all their hard work in keeping us going while FM25 was delayed and then cancelled. Whoops. So yeah, we are very much in territory of having everybody that we need to have going forward, although they are trying to sell a few. Wes Burns, I'm looking at you. You're not going anywhere, son. I'm very sorry about that, but you are not. So yeah, there's some good players in this squad. There's some experienced players in this team as well, and there's a lot of youth involved. Let's take a look at a couple of key players. And we start with the man that's going to score the goals for us. Now, he only has one Premier League goal so far, Liam Delap, which is okay. Fair enough. 14 games, you know. Could be better. Could always be worse. I mean, he couldn't have any at all. But we are definitely going to try and get him scoring. That will be the big thing. He has done it in real life. We know he's capable of finding the net and finishing a 14. Just got to maybe provide a little bit better to him. And that will be down to Jaden Philogene, really. That with Jack Clark on the opposite side. Yeah, good player. In from Aston Villa. Yeah, I like him. I've always liked him pretty much. I watch a lot of Championship football, so I see a lot of these guys coming through when they eventually make it into the Premier League. Yeah, he's got brilliant pace, he's got brilliant dribbling and acceleration. All you need for a winger. Just need to find the man in the middle. That's the main thing. And the final player we're going to take a look at is Leif Davis. I love Leif Davis. He will eventually be a Tottenham player, hopefully. In real life, if Ipswich do go down, I want us to buy him, because he has a very good delivery. At crossing of 16, you would expect nothing less. He will definitely be on the overlap, getting the ball in towards Liam Delap, and we'll see what we can do from there. And it has been a tough road for Ipswich so far. It was like it in real life as well. They beat Aston Villa back in October. They beat Crystal Palace at the start of December. That is the only 2 wins that they've got on the board. But they did obviously have a very, very difficult start to the season. So these are the real fixtures as well. Thanks to FM Scout once again for providing the up-to-date data. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You can see on the right-hand side our first game, Manchester City at home. And we are going to play it now. So here we go then, very much in at the deep end as Palmer starts in goal for us. Johnson, Wolfenden, Greaves, Davis, Luongo, Taylor, Philogene, Smodics, Clark with Liam Delap leading the line. As Pep starts with Edison in goal, Lewis, Diaz, Stones, Ake, Rodri, Gundogan, Bob, Silva, Foden with Erling Haaland leading the line. And we really need Liam Delap to start scoring like Erling Haaland, right? That's pretty much what we need to do in order to survive in the Premier League. It is a baptism of fire for me. And I don't like it. But we'll see how we get on today. We play Liverpool next after this. So, you know, it doesn't get any easier. But these are not the sides we really need to beat to survive. Well, we do need to start beating somebody. 18 games to go. And some good news. Haaland's already on an orange injury. So somebody do him, for goodness sake. We're playing on balance, by the way, against Manchester City. Might be a bad idea, but we're at home. You kind of can't sit back. You saw that with Southend, really, didn't you? Plus, I need to get that monkey off my back. Getting relegated. The final act of Southend's manager. It will not happen with Ipswich. I really hope. I don't want to have to go for a promotion battle and then get back in the Premier League, then try and win the FA Cup. We could try and win the FA Cup as a Championship side. To be fair, that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? But it wouldn't follow Sir Bobby, who has a stand named after him here. Obviously, he is a cult hero at this place. And Luongo, oh no, Haaland! Oh, for goodness sake. Talk about shoot yourselves in the foot. 50 seconds gone, Manchester City lead. Yeah, sorry, Massimo. Yeah, I don't know what happens here. I mean, we knock it round at the back, don't we, and lose it. It's a simple pass back. Just plays in Haaland. Brilliant. To be fair, we do have a few players away on international duty. Obviously, with 2024, it's the African Cup of Nations. So Sam Morsey's not around at the moment. And a couple of others just to make life a little bit harder for me. But I like it harder. Don't want an easy ride. Why would you? Diaz into Stones. The fact that Rodri is fit makes me very angry. The injuries are not up to date. But Haaland's in behind. We are playing a standard line. And Alex Palmer tips it over. It's going to be a busy boy this afternoon, I think. Certainly with 13 minutes gone. Ilkay Gundogan has the corner. He Plays it towards the back post. Palmer comes and he claims. Well done, that man. Free kick to Man City. It's Leaf who stemmed the tide a little bit. Uh-oh. Bob, off the post. Hits the keeper on the back, but doesn't go in the net, thankfully. To Wolferton to mark Erling Haaland. Okay. Let's see what he does. Luongo. Into Wolferton. On towards Smodics. Into Greaves. We're finally having a look at the ball for the first time. Leif Davis coming down that left-hand side. Jackie got to run away from him. Kind of does, but takes the man away. Delap with the header? No, not quite. Ruben Diaz beats him to it. Phil Foden picks it up. Can we just borrow a couple of Manchester City players for the rest of the season? It's worth asking them. Smodic plays it through into Philogene. Can he get the shot away? Can, but it's a poor effort. Especially when you've got two in the middle. Finds Ake. Plays it up to Foden, trying to get away from Ben Johnson. Not as easy as it looks. Ball into the area. And a ball across the front of goal, and Gundogan taps it in. That's two defensive errors, really, because it shouldn't be allowed to make its way across the box. All right, there are two players at the front post trying to challenge for the ball, but one of them's got to go, well, you've got him. I need to cover the space behind you because Ilkay Gundogan has a tap-in and can't afford tap-ins. 2-0 Man City, and the scale of the task at hand starting to come into full focus. And Ben Johnson has given everything he's got. To be fair, this is their third game of the week. Oh, keep stuck in on. Crikey. Taylor with a shot over the top of the bar. Thought get stuck in would be useful against Manchester City because it's the only way to probably beat them sometimes. Phil Foden's got plenty of space. Good save from Palmer. He's on 6.6. Alex Palmer. Is he the highest rating so far? Level with Sammy Smodics at this point in time. Gundogan with the corner for Man City. Coming up to half time. Ball towards the back stick. Can we win the header? No, but it's headed over the bar by Ake. Palmer. Into Wolferton. Do not sod about with it, please. For the love of God. Taylor. Round the corner. Clark is not going to pick it up, though. It's got to be stronger when you're taking it out. That's better. But you need to win the second ball as well. As Rodri gets the shot away, puts it over the bar. From the start, at least. And he's giving the ball away. You've got to look after the thing. It's not hard. Come on. Haaland. Through to Gundogan. Greaves comes across. Foden, will he get a shot away? He will. Alex Palmer with another good save. But Manchester City are purring in front of the away support. As the ball goes to the edge of the box for Phil Foden. Back into Bernardo Silva. Will the offside flag go up? It will not. Towards the back stick it goes. Headed away. We've just got to get to half time now and regroup. And that is exactly what we do. We get to the half-time break. But it's not looking good so far, at least. Right, let's make a couple of changes. Ben Godfrey is going to come on at half-time for Ben Johnson. Easy decision, that one. And we're going to bring on Amari Hutchison for Sammy Smodics. Two players that were complaining about being really tired. To be fair, as I said, these guys have played a lot of football recently. Do we bring on George Hurst? Not quite yet. Any problem with George Hurst is I remember his dad playing, whose name escapes me at the moment. David Hurst. There we go. Came to me pretty quick. Yeah, playing for Sheffield Wednesday back in the day. That's how old I've been watching football. It's been a long time. As Ederson gets it away. Can we start the second half better? Hopefully so. Haaland tries to win the header. Wolferton is following around, which is good. That's what we told him to do. Keep fighting. That's all I would say. 2-0's not a bad result at the moment. But we are hanging on for dear life when Manchester City do attack. And that's a problem. Here they have a corner. As Bernardo Silva has it. To be fair, the Ipswich fans, they're still turning up in numbers. They're enjoying their Premier League experience. And we hope we're going to make it last for more than a season. That is the plan. 5 points the gap at the moment. We've got plenty of work to do, but we've got games we can win coming down the track. Swindon in the FA Cup. That's a game we can win. Definitely. 100%. Feeds it back into Stones. That's it. We're trying to contain them. We're doing a lot better than what we were in the first half. Being a lot tighter to them. As the ball goes in early, looking for Foden. Wolferton heads it out for a corner. Oh, he's given a penalty. He can handball? Okay, I'm not sure about that. Tim Robinson will consult VAR. And VAR will probably give the penalty. As is the thing. Oh, Ben Godfrey was the man that did it. It's going to be a yellow card for Ben Godfrey. Ended up in the net anyway. Yeah, yellow card for Ben Godfrey. Quite right. If it's a deliberate handball, I don't mind. Can Alex Palmer save this from Erling Haaland? Please take him off. For the love of God, Pep. As the goal is saved! Well done, Alex Palmer. Definitely the man of the match so far. And maybe a little bit of a lifeline. We're going to take Jack Clark off in a minute because he's having a bit of a shocker. He's not really seen the ball, to be brutally honest, as he's chasing after it there. But Oscar Bob will beat him to it. Plays it into Stones. That's it. Put a bit of pressure on them. Bernardo Silva. Across into Bob. In towards Phil Foden. Looking for Haaland in the centre. He's got in between the two centre halves and he scores that one. 11th goal of the season for Haaland. Half an hour to go. Manchester City going to win this one today. And it just gives you the size of the task we've got defensively. Not great. As he gets in between the two centre halves. One of them has got to deal with him. I know it's hard, but you've got to deal with him. Right, and we are going to bring on George Hurst as well. He's losing his discipline. Can't afford to lose him. So George Hurst is going to come on, and we're going to take off Jack Clark, and we're going to bring on Ogbene and move Philogene out to the left. That's what we're going to do. As Gundogan has the free kick. Over the top of the wall, away by Alex Palmer. Come on. Just keep dancing. That's all you need to do at this point. Diaz again. Through to Stones. That's it. Push them back. That's it. Come out with it now. That's it. You're going to get used to the high press. Don't worry. Ooh. Almost. Had half a chance, did Hurst. As Rodri plays it into Stones. Hutchinson with the interception. Taylor trying to drive forward. Chance for consolation perhaps from Jaden Philogene. He gets the shot away. Oh, here's the post. Hutchinson! There we go. We're off the mark. Ipswich Town 1, Manchester City 3. Amari Hutchinson with the goal. Takes a wicked deflection, but you take it. Jaden Philogene maybe should have rolled his man in. That's what confuses Edison, I think. 1-3. Right, well, Wolferton and for Townsend won't work. Because one's a centre-back and one's a left-back. Jacob Greaves is on a 6.1. He's better than that. Chance for a point? I mean, I'm an optimist. You have to have that. It hasn't been quite beaten out of me yet this season. As a Tottenham fan, it's not going well. Can he find anybody? He can find Matthias Nunes. On towards Bob. Wide to Foden. Plays it through. Oh, Haaland's got away again. And this time he's put it wide. Should have scored. He is human after all. At least we got a consolation. That makes me happy. First goal under my tutelage. That's a better substitution to make. Connor Townsend on for Leif Davis. That's a better suggestion. 5 minutes of added time. Bernardo Silva with a free kick. Over the top of the wall thanks to Greaves. And then we'll see what we're going to do next time. As we look to get up and mobile. That is the point at the moment. Got to do that without losing touch with the teams above us. Bernardo Silva plays it towards Doku on the edge of the box. It's blocked. And Ogbene, would have been nice to see in the attack. But we do see Connor Townsend with the throw-in as the last action. Ball towards the back stick. And it is headed away. Doku will whack it onto Haaland. And that is full time. Ipswich Town 1, Manchester City 3. We did grab one in the end. Alex Palmer with a penalty save as well. Wasn't given player of the match. That went to Phil Foden. So the gap remains 5 between us and Brighton after they lost away at Manchester United. Nottingham Forest and Southampton drew, which is good for us. And Bournemouth lost away at Newcastle. So it's quite hard to tell when Bobby Robson's first game was in charge. They drew with Everton on the 18th. Not sure he would have taken charge from that game. But they did beat Manchester United. He did have 3 weeks. We had 2 days to get prepared for Manchester City. But what we're going to do next time, we're going to come back for the home game with Southampton at the start of February. Huge game, particularly with Brighton following that. It's going to be a very interesting month or so. Can we pick up our first win in charge and get this ship turned around? We'll find out next time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.